Hi everyone, welcome to SolvePage's YouTube channel. Today we can see how to configure database mirroring. So I'm not going to discuss about the prerequisites here, only I'm just going to talk about this configuration. I have node 1, node 2, we need 2 servers, and we need other server as well for automatic failover as a witness server. So node 1 is my primary and node 2 is my secondary, and node 3 I'm using as a witness server for the purpose of automatic failover. So I'm just creating a new database here. So make sure the database is in full recovery model. The first step is data initialization. So we have to create one full backup and log backup here. Take a full and backup on primary server instance. So M2 is my database. I'm just taking a full backup. Select full, and this is the default path. I'm adding a new path here. So now I'm taking the log backup for the same. So now we have to move this backups to this node 2, and we have to restore there with no recovery. Here we can call this instances as principal server and mirror server. So we can move these backups through the network path. Just copy these files. Just type here / server name or host name, whatever you can give, and in which drive you want to move these files. I have only C drive, so I'm giving $C. If you want to move to the D drive, then you can give $D. We can paste here. Let's restore these files to the node 2. So full backup with no recovery. And then the log backup with no recovery. So if you need this witness server, you have to copy these files to the node 3 and you have to restore there also. So node 3 is my witness server /c $. So let's configure mirroring from the primary server. So node 1 is my primary. Let's go to the properties. There you can see mirroring. Select configure security. So do you want to configure security including witness? If you want to configure the witness, then select yes. $5022 is for node 1 and mirror instance, for mirror instance is node 2. So I'm connecting node 2 and the witness server is node 3. Here we can give this service accounts. If you don't have service accounts, you can left it blank. And then click on start mirroring. See, this is a primary. We can see principal and synchronized. Secondary, you can see mirror synchronized. So whenever you enter any data here, it will be reflected on the secondary within a second. You don't have to wait for a long time like log shipping. And we don't need SQL Server agent as well. See here, agent is disabled. Still the mirroring will work because here the data transfer is happening through the endpoints, not through the jobs like log shipping. So that is the reason. Let me create a table here. We don't have any table, just let me create one. Giving column name as a name. ID. I'm just creating a simple table here. So I've created employee table. So in mirroring, we cannot read the database from the secondary. We don't have that privilege like log shipping. So even though we have created a table here, we cannot see if it is reflected on the secondary or not. So instead of that, we can do one thing. We can do the manual failover from node 1 to node 2. Then we can see if the table is created or not. For doing manual failover, there is a query: alter database name, set partner failover. So if you run this query, you'll get an error because it has to run the master database. See, failover has been done. This is a principle. Whenever you refresh the database, you can see this is a mirrors database. See, they cannot accessible. Just go and check the secondary here. If you refresh this, you can see it's a principle. Just expand the tables. We can see the employee table here. See. So right after creating or inserting any data on the primary side, it will be reflected on the secondary side on the immediate basis. You don't have to wait for a long time. So if you want to do a fail back, you can do the same. Just connect to this primary server and then run the same query. Alter database name, set partner failover. It will become a principal, and this will become a mirror. Sorry, this will become principal and that will be a mirror. So we'll be using the same query for failover and failback both. So how the automatic failover will work? Let's see. What is a primary now? Node 1 is a primary. Okay, let me stop this services here. We cannot put this database offline or something because it is a part of a mirroring. See, if you want to put the database offline, it won't allow you because it is a part of mirroring. So you'll be getting an error. We're getting 1468 error. So that's why I'm trying to stop the SQL services, and let's see the failover will happen or not. So now node 1 is a primary one, so I'm stopping the SQL services on the node 1. So it has to fail over to node 2 since we have a witness server. I'm just stopping the SQL services. And then starting the SQL services. So whenever I stop the SQL services, it has to be failover to node 2. See, it became secondary. Sorry, node 2, right? So this became a primary. So whenever something happens to the primary database, the failover will happen with the help of a witness server. And the manual failover we can do like this. So whenever we are doing any patching, any upgradation or something, you can pass the mirroring as well. You can just pass the mirroring. You can pass and resume the mirroring as well. You have to do it from primary, and we have to do it from secondary as well. See, here we can pass the mirroring, and you can, after that you can resume the mirroring as well. See, in this same we can see this resume option. Thanks for watching.